So, after rescuing the Marquis from some bandits, I assume, we have to go back to the castle. I also did some off-screen stuff. Let's see, though. Are there gonna be any random battles, by the way? Oh, there's gonna be a random battle right as soon as I try to leave. That's fine. We'll just do this random battle and then continue on. But yeah, I just want to mention that it is a little bit off-screen grinding, not too much. I literally did like maybe 3 battles. What I basically did is just simply reverted Nina back to a squire. Got a few job points that way, and also other job points for everybody else, so that at least everyone has +1 movement as their like I guess movement passive, and also a JP boost, so that leveling up skills is easier. Everyone except Hio, I guess, because Hio didn't start as a squire. I might consider, you know, later on also speccing her into a squire a little bit and acquiring the JP boost, but for now I'm kind of lazy, so I just did it with the melee characters. Anyway, so I'm gonna fight these guys. It seems like when I do the random battles, it seems like the levels scale, by the way. I don't think the story quests is story mission scale, so you can grind, eventually outlevel the story, and then you know you don't have to worry about being stuck too much anyway. Though ironically, sometimes the random battles are actually harder than the story missions. You know, imagine this like very important story thing is gonna happen, but actually these random monsters we find, you know, out in the middle of nowhere, are actually way harder because they actually scale towards your level. Yeah, I got a few levels. Also got like slightly better equipment, not super good. You know, it's not like nothing amazing. It's like slightly better equipment. I think everyone's equipped with red hoods, you know, which is I think just gives you a slightly better HP, I assume. I don't know, spin punch. And these guys are tough, by the way. These rounds, at least relatively, especially in the early game. They gotta focus fire. Let's see. This guy, like so. Counters though, we can't counter, at least not yet. I think it's a specific skill you get in the in a particular class. Ramza, I think, has counter tackle though. I think it only activates sometimes. It doesn't activate all the time. It depends, I guess. Like a bunch of variables that I don't really know the math to be honest. Yeah. I think that's, at least for early game, I feel like that's key. We just gotta like focus fire, kill them one by one instead of like, you know, instead of dividing. Well, we are dividing, conquering. Actually, that's exactly the strategy we're doing. But rather, you know, instead of spreading out our troops, we gotta like group them up. And generally, that's a good strategy. Later on, though, I imagine that's probably not the best thing to do, depending on the enemies you fight. But for now, that's what we're doing. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else as well. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I want to mention something about Brave and Faith. I still don't really know everything about mechanics, but yeah, everyone has a Bravery and Faith number, which I'm still trying to get the swing of things. You know, the lot of mechanics in this game, they're not really, well, they are explained to you, but like in a very kind of boring way, to be honest. Where they gotta go through a bunch of menus. I'll try to remember, like Bravery and Faith. I kind of looked it up. I mean, it was better to just Google it, you know, I feel like. But I believe what it is, Bravery is generally, I said before, but Bravery generally is good for melee. Faith is generally good for magic. And what it kind of does, like Bravery, I believe, it kind of boosts your skills involving like physical stuff, you know, physical melee stuff, usually. Anyway. And interesting mechanic is that if somehow your bravery gets too low, then your character will desert you, actually, I guess, because they're kind of like a coward, I assume, or something. Oh, I have no abilities there. That's fine. Maybe I should have like... Because what I wanted to do, the next thing I wanted to do was use Protect. The Protect can... It's weird because the Protect can... Yeah, there's a AoE to Protect, but I guess the verticality is low. I don't know, whatever, just Protect them, why not? That's another thing as well. Protect also has a chance to fail, and it also depends on the character's faith stats as well. So yeah, I missed. If you have low faith, it means you get less affected by magic, which is a good and a bad thing, because you can't get... Buffs are harder to put on you. At the same time, though, you take less damage from magic attacks in general. If you have high faith, though, your magic attacks are more effective, but at the same time, you take more damage from magic attacks as well. And ironically, you know, something interesting is that if your character's faith is too high, they also actually leave you. Ironically, you know, your bravery is low, they leave you, but when faith is high, they leave you. You know, because I guess they're just too religious. I don't know. You gotta be careful. But Arpex's health is really low now. You know what? Get some health. Oh, I gotta be right in front of him. You know what? Whatever, just attack. It's fine, whatever. I do have Raise, I think, right? I did eventually learn Raise on EO, who should be good. It's 26 health. No one can do 26 health in one move, right? I think. Let's kill this guy. Nothing else, we would just need to heal. He's already full health anyway, so might as well just do this. Aha. Even though, well, who needs health, actually? Yeah, everyone. Yeah, okay, just do that. Maybe I should put a unit? Oh, doesn't matter, I guess. When I cast it on a unit, technically it's on the dead person, but dead goblin. Oh, actually it does damage to the... I didn't notice. I guess because they're undead. Which makes sense. You know, in my head, sometimes I remember when I first played this game, when I see those skeleton guys, I just assume they're wearing a helmet, you know, that looks like a skeleton, but no, they are actual skeletons. Yeah, because they're wearing the cape, you know, the cape, boots, and gloves. So I just assume they're wearing clothes, you know, but they're not actually. You see their bare rib bones. Anyway, kill this guy next. And this is a very typical battle. It's not an easy battle. Nothing too hard, I guess. But at least we get some experience in job points. That's good. Again, you can't just grind. You know, in the very beginning, you could just grind forever and then get all of the points. It does eventually, I don't know. I think it eventually, like, it becomes a little inefficient because I think it does scale towards your level. So if, for example, if you punch someone who's like level 1, you're probably not going to get much experience from doing that. If you punch someone that's like way higher level than you, then you get way more experience. So it's generally just faster just to play the game, you know, but you can just like grind forever if you wanted to. You know, it might take about the same amount of time, really, because you spend a lot of time in the battle itself rather than moving around, you know, on the map and stuff and that sort of thing. But obviously, if you just spend a million years throwing rocks at each other, I don't think that's the most fun thing you can do. Okay, this bomb. Does bomb ever use a self-destruct? I know it has a self-destruct move. I remember it. I don't know if it was this game or the GBA version, but I remember being very scared of the self-destruct move because it would just one-shot everybody and you lose, you know? So, I mean, that's probably a thing in other Final Fantasies as well. It just I mean, just like any kind of RPG, you know? There's always that annoying enemy that self-destructs. Just as about as it was to die. It just causes a lot of damage to your party members. I mean, I guess in Pokemon, you know, remember Voltorb, you know, that guy? Voltorb and Electrode. They always explode in your face. And then you die. Alright, there you go. I believe, it seems so far in the random encounters I did, off screen as well, we just fight monsters. I think we fight humans too, I think, but I'm not sure actually. So far it's just monsters. I do believe, I mean, I believe the taming option, right? I think it was the squire. I don't know if it's like a beast tamer class. I think that was in the GBA version. But you can, like, make monsters your friends, I believe. I'm not sure if that's an option. Hey, before I go, well, let me save for one. Save every single, like, little pip-bike move, and you save, just in case. You never know, you find like a random encounter, and it's like way stronger than you, and then you die. I also want to check, like, one small thing I forgot to check was I wanted to make sure that, because at Hio, I want to make sure she has some skills. No, not that. Or rather, a particular skill from the Squire. She does have, there's some spillover, by the way, so I've learned the reason why, for example, she has like 491 Squire points, you know, job points in the top right, even though she hasn't been a Squire this entire time, is because there is some spillover from your other classes, you know. So you have, if you have a character that's a Squire class doing Squire things, other characters actually learn from them just so ever slightly. So they actually do get points in that class, so you can do stuff like this. So that works. Okay, so I don't put her in the Squire class, really. She's already in the Squire class. Or rather, she already learned the skills in the Squire class, so like JP boost and +1 move. I feel like +1 move is really good. I don't know if there's any other moves yet later on. I don't remember, really. Yeah. It seems really good to me, anyway. Especially in a tactics game, moving is really, really good, you know? So, I believe, let's see. So I really didn't explain these abilities before. I mean, obviously, if you played this game before, it's super obvious. I forgot about it as well, so this is kind of like a refresher for me. But yeah, every character has an ability. They can use their main ability on their class, which is default. You can't change it. They can also use the secondary ability, which is from any of the other classes that they can use as well. There's a reaction one, which is a passive. On classes, usually reactions like when you get attacked. This one, I believe, it's just like a permanent passive. It's always available during the battle, or at least sometimes it's a command, I think, right? Re-equip, for example, or defend. It just allows you to do an extra command. Obviously, this one, this like thing, which is I guess a foot. It is a foot. It allows you to have another passive involving movement, I assume. So yeah, the idea is that eventually you want to mix and match. You know, I mean, the ultimate character would be someone who just masters all of the classes, but I'll try not to do that because, I mean, for one, that takes a long time. But also, it kind of makes the game kind of redundant, you know? What's the point of having all these really cool, like, jobs if the character can just do everything? I mean, Ramza kind of becomes that because he's the main character, but, you know. I like having distinct classes because it makes it more fun that way. Arbek will still say a Squire for a bit, though. I don't know. I think there's, like, stat growth involved as well. It's more clearly communicated in the GBA version. Again, I did play the GBA version, even though I didn't like it as much as this game, but at least in the GBA version, it's more... I like the mechanics, you know, the mechanics are good, it's just the story I didn't like. But they do explain a little bit better. The fact that there's stat growth and everything, you know, depending on classes you are. So you might not want to stay a Squire forever. But I wanted to, you know, stay a Squire for a little bit. I might change him to Archer eventually. Depending if there's any, like, bows to buy, you know? I didn't see any bows to buy in the shops. But anyway, so there's no random encounter, so we have to go to Egro's castle, to bring Limberry, you know, Marquis Limberry back to safety. I assume this is going to be a cutscene. What madness possessed you that you would abandon your post to triumphs about the desert? Trapes? I don't say that word. Trapes. Silence is not the answer I seek. Speak and be quick with it. Twas I forced Ramza to go. Was that the way of it, Ramza? Did Lida led your better judgment astray? No. I went of my own choosing. The fault lies not with him. It is Ramza's noble disposition that guides his tongue, my lord. It is not as he... You needn't be false on my behalf, Delida. It was I who chose to disregard orders. Might I pose a question, Ramza? What purpose do laws serve when even those who would enforce them choose not to pay them heed? Adherence to the rule of the law is a knight's solemn duty. It falls upon us as Beowulfs. I want to say Beowulf, you know, but Beowulfs to bear the burden of example. Beoulve. Is your intent to live up to your name or to drag of your youth through the mire? Forgive me, Lord Brother. I believe the point is maze and not Dicedarg. Dicedarg? Is it Dicedarg? Dicedarg? Kneel. We must kneel. You must not let the how of it steal your eyes away from the what. The rescue of the Marquise was no small feat. It is the way of the young men to be impetuous in their haste to do great things. We're not unlike them once. To coddle them is to do them disservice, Your Grace. They need to learn integrity. So you are Lord Dicedarg's younger brother. Rise, son of Galleon. Indeed, you are the very ghosts of Barbanef. Barbanef? His fire burns your eyes, I can see it. I always keep tripping up on the names. Hard names to pronounce. Such strength and vitality will be wasted atop the castle walls. Our campaign against the Corpse Brigade draws near its end. I will permit you to join in this final stage. Coordinated strikes will be made on a number of their dens ere long. You will lead one of those assaults. Very well, Lord Brother. We must go. My apologies, Your Grace. It was not of your doing, Dicedarg. In truth, it serves only to show the caliber of man we were dealing with in Gustave. A change in plans was inevitable once the fool went and staged the kidnapping within our own very borders. And let us not forget, it did save the Marquise's life. You will now be honor-bound to acquiesce. In the end, your brother's deeds have placed us in quite a favorable position. The king's life hangs by a thread. You must move quickly now. Indeed, my dear friend. I trust you will not fail me. Okay. So, even though our brother didn't like us, ignoring orders, at the end of the day, we kind of, helped them out, sort of. I don't know what's happening, but they're kind of sneaky there, they're kind of sus. But for now, we just need to lead the assault against the Corpse Brigade and finish him once and for all, That's what he's going to be doing. Anything in here, though? Any new items I can buy? I have some money. I can buy iron swords. Okay, buy better swords. 900? Probably worth it. There are bows. I'm gonna wait on it. Or should I wait on it? No, I can't. I can make him to an archer. Like any other skills I want, because I want to see him. Should I master the squire first? Not sure. Anyway, any better hats? No. It's just knight stuff. Buy a shoulder cape. No, shoulder cape. Yeah, allows you to have better evasion. It seems. Look at the stats. Like, what do you mean? Like attack. C, SV, AV. I assume it means like evasion. I assume it gives you better evasion. But I feel like movement is just better, in my opinion. I don't know. Sword. I already have the buckler. I already have bronze helm. Oh, the iron helm's better though. Not costly, however. Okay, fine, I'll do it. And then bronze armor as well as this costly, but I'll buy it anyway. Anything better here? No. Buy a iron sword. Is this -5 though? Why is that? I'm not sure what that means. Block? Is it like blocking? Is it like less block or something? Not sure. It is better attack though. I assume it's more expensive, right? So it's better? I don't know. I kind of get it. Anyway. There's less percentage. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, less percentage to hit, I think. Right? Is that what it is? Less percentage to hit? That's probably what it means. There's staff? No? No staff. Robes? Nothing else fits. A lot of the equipment is restricted by your character class. I did buy the guest characters slightly better equipment. Well, actually I bought the lead a better knife and bought him like nothing really except the shoulder capes. Actually, yeah, I just gave them both shoulder capes. But anyway, just make them better, meat shields, basically. Let's see. I guess I'll done there. Let's think about this. There's a lot of menuing in this game. I feel like because a lot of it is like, oh, what should I do? Like so many options, right? Should I do this? Do that? Obviously, if you played this game a million times, maybe you would know what to do. But I don't really. I'm playing this game for the first time in like many years. I just want to check. Like, is there anything I want to learn in the Squire class still? A lot of things. Equip axes, maybe. Beastmaster. Okay, Beastmaster is only if you have monsters already, though. Focus would be nice. I mostly want to look for passives, though, because for abilities for these ones you have to actually equip the ability, and that's kind of limited. Equip axes. We don't have axes yet, though, but I like the idea of using axes. Let's put defend. Oh, defend. Oh, defend replaces JP boost, though. Okay, these ones replace the JP boost. So I don't want to. Well, might not be using right now, but maybe in the future. Well, I'll just do that. And then, I'm trying to think. Should I make him an archer now? Oh, we'll wait, actually. Because, we only have, like, 2 melee characters. 3 in total, I guess. But we'll wait for it. Because, it's kind of minor spoilers, but we do get another character. We get a lot of characters in the future. Generally speaking, but I'm waiting for one character in particular that we should. I think it's the first person, really. Eventually, we get one person, and that will round out the team. And that apparently then we'll change into archer. We'll see. It depends on when that is, though. I'm not sure exactly how long that will take. It might take a while. I don't know, actually. We'll see, I guess. Anyway, time to raid the Brigands' den. It's a classic story, there's a bunch of bandits, and you gotta kill them, because they're totally evil, and totally not, moral. It's not totally a morally ambiguous story, where not everyone's a bad guy, and not everyone's a good guy necessarily. Anyway, our contact with the Brigands lost, and I fear we may be lost as well. How can you say such a thing? The battle's not even fought. We mustn't give in to despair, not until the nobles answer for all they've wrought. Also, we're like, all the generic classes just look the same. I believe there are races, I believe, in GBA version, there's like different races. So even though there's some like, duplicates and everything, there's a little bit more variety, at least in the sprites. The GBA version, because other types of races are introduced. Though, are they introduced in this game as well? I don't remember, actually. I have no idea. Anyway. It ought not have been like this. My brother was too soft, too indecisive. Of course, what I mean by race is like, like fantasy races. Like, there's like bunny girl, bunny girls, and like, weird, like, I say weird, but well, there's Muggles for one. There's Muggles. There's like, I don't know how to describe them, but like the little bestial type, looking people as well, with like snouts. I don't know. The enemy. Oh no, it's me. The enemy. Okay, they have a lot of archers, I think. Is that archers? Or is that something else? I owe you a debt of gratitude for rescuing the Marquis. I pray I'm able to repay it, even a little, by aiding you in this. Defeat Maluda. Defeat the knight. All we have to do is kill the boss, but obviously we kill everyone else first, right? Gill Snapper. Oh, these are thieves. They're not archers. In which case, it should be pretty easy. Thieves suck, generally speaking. They kind of are bad. Not very good at all. Meluda, by the way, does she have like a unique sprite, actually? That's interesting. She's gonna die, pretty soon, but it's interesting that she has a unique sprite. I think she has? I don't know, she looks different than my knight, I think. Ouchie. Or maybe, I wonder, are thieves like buffed, in the PSP version? I remember them just are bad in every game. In every tactics game, thieves are just never good. Because they're not meant to, do damage, they're just there. So yeah, look, see my character's like that, looks like that, and then Meluda, whatever. Looks like that, you know, she looks different. If only I could recruit her into my party, but we can't. It's not Fire Emblem, you know. Usually in Fire Emblem, if a character looks different, they either look very villainous, you know, or if they look like a, you know, B shonen character, B shoujo or B shonen character, then you can recruit them usually. They're like, hey, I'm beautiful. I'm a beautiful Hollywood actor. Therefore, I can be recruited onto your team because I'm a good guy. So obviously good guys are always beautiful for some reason. I don't know. Or at least, you know, they look like Bishi anime characters. Over here. Slash you in the face. I still haven't got any abilities for the knight. I mean, the knight usually, if I remember correctly, doesn't have a lot of interesting abilities, really. I mean, some of them are pretty good, I guess, but the reason I don't like them is because they're focused on debuffing enemy, but there's like a chance to miss. In fact, there's like a good chance to miss, I think. So you just never worth it. You just rather just attack, you know, instead of like focusing on debuffing. I mean, it might depend on the. Sometimes maybe bosses are good to use it on, but otherwise. Let's use the power protect. Sure, why not? Protect. Oh, I can't do that because of the verticality. I guess we'll wait. We'll just wait. In fact, I want to use protect and shell, but actually that might not be worth it. You know, when I did I did a few random battles, and they're okay to use, but it might be better to save your mana just to heal. You know, just to out-heal the damage rather than prevent the damage. Really. I can hit that person. Not hit that person, so no, we'll just wait. Whatever. Thunder. You can use thunder. It's a white mage. Use thunder somehow. Oh, that's a lot of damage. The heck? I guess it's possible. You can, like, you know, do that. Also, I got thanks for the protection, dummy. I guess because they were targeting the AI, the enemy first, or, you know, their allies anyway. I want to squeeze experience, but like at the same time, that knight, the boss lady, might be tough. Not easy to kill. Okay, let me just check the damage report, please. So the biggest one, I mean, she got hit for so little actually, didn't hit her for a lot. But Ramza got hit for a bit. He needs healing. You know, Delita's a little weak. Bit of that. Just wait. You will need to take care of that frickin' mage really quickly, please. It'll take at least 2 turns. Well, more than 2 turns, really. But just kill her. Just kill her as fast as you can. Because she's does a lot of damage, it seems. Everyone heal up. It seems like, yeah, it seems like Nina doesn't get affected by magic very much. Well, how high is her faith? Or how low, really? Because she seems kind of immune to a lot of magic stuff. Somehow. Okay. Let's see here. Well, I don't want her, like, running about the night lady. She might move this way. Okay, she might attack, Pio, which is not great. Let me just check her range. Okay, she can't do it in 1 turn, though. At the very least, we have 1 turn to react to that. In which case, let's see. Either hit him, he has 40 HP, or hit her. I'm gonna hit her because she seems to do a lot of black magic, I guess. I believe in the original version, the PS1 version. Which, I don't even know why I say PS1, by the way. I always keep saying PS1. Even though PS1 never existed. You know, well, PS1 did exist, but everyone says it's PSX, you know? But for some reason in my head, I always remember it as PS1. It might be because, well, I don't know, like, in terms of video games, I always just kind of got exposed to, Oh, that was a crit. That's good. I got exposed to a lot of consoles and video games like a bit later. You know, I never, never bought stuff right on release, especially because my parents just didn't have a lot of money. So I always just wait until they're a little bit cheaper, and then you buy it, right? So I'm always a little bit like one generation behind. So maybe that's why I always call it PS1, because in the context of when it was available, you know, the PS2 probably had already existed. Anyway, anyone need healing? Well, obviously Lyda needs healing, but it's fine. Alright, she can raise, but there's no reason to raise that guy. He'll just be in the wall, in the dirt, in the swampy, watery area. Face down in the gutter. I just want to double check. So let's see. I want to make sure Hio is safe. So Hio should go maybe over here. Hopefully that's safe. And then do something, I guess. It's hard to like, it's hard to make the support character gain much experience, because all they do is just use support spells. They can't really attack. They can attack, but just a so little damage. Usually. Now using a potion, that... I was thinking of like moving Heal there too, to like finish off that mage. That might be putting her at risk, so I didn't want to do that. Kind of moved though. I moved Harbeck, so I don't know if he'll get the protection now. I don't know. It's too far away? I don't know how it works. Like, it's on range. I actually gave the freaking other mage protect. Oops. That's what happens. These shenanigans like that. Anyway. I was gonna say something about the PS1 version. I was gonna say about the PS1 version. The white mages and black mages, we know them now in Final Fantasy lore. That's what they're called. But they used to be in the PS1 version, they were called something else. They were called like just wizards, wizards and priests, I believe. Which makes sense, I guess. Can I hit you? Okay. Yeah, you're dead. Tap you in the head. I have the high ground, Anakin. I have the high ground, Anakin. Okay, and you will not escape my wrath. You will die. Even though you're basically like a combat medic. It's basically against the Geneva Convention, at least in modern times. But that doesn't stop, soldiers from killing them anyway. Oh. Get out of here, thief. Ow. It's self-defense, You know what? I'm gonna hit you in the... I'm gonna hit you then. Screw you. I'm gonna hit you. There's no counter as far as I know. It's a horrible idea. I probably shouldn't have done that. As long as you stay as clear as the night. Maluda, the boss enemy, is like probably very tough. Even on the front. It's always better to fight on the sides. I think I said before, I think I already mentioned it twice, but I said somehow for some reason I thought like hitting enemies in the back and the side does more damage. I don't think it does. I mean, there might be a skill involving that, but otherwise, for some reason, it might be a different Tactics games. Maybe in Tactics Ogre, the PSP version, which is very similar to the this game, and pretty good as well. Maybe in that game you attack at the back, it does more damage. I'm not sure, but for some reason, I mixed up this game with something else where like if you attack someone's back, you do more damage. But generally, though, you do want to attack the enemy's back because they're less likely to dodge it if you attack them from behind. And skills like parry, I think, doesn't work from behind. I don't know, certain skills anyway. I'm not entirely sure. Uh-oh. Ow. Oh, as long as it didn't crit. Time to run away, Hio. Ah! Run away! This is why you have the +1 move. You run away really quickly. And just heal yourself. Alright, I guess it's just time to finish off Maluda. Maluda, I don't say your name. Maluda? Maluda. The knight with the unique sprite. That looks interesting, you know. It's interesting because it's just a different sprite, or at least for a portrait. But you know, she's gonna die like the rest. She's gonna die like a dog because you're a terrorist. I guess, you know, it's modern parlance, or we got medieval parlance or modern parlance. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you know, she would be the equivalent of a terrorist, I guess, in modern times. So therefore, we must destroy her, right? Totally no, no moral ambiguity here or anything. Totally not being manipulated to killing these people, even though they have their own, you know, goals involving like taking down the corrupt aristocracy or anything like that. Don't worry about it. Actually, give me that chest. Okay, sweet. I got a hat. Wow. She's not kind of not worth it. Just hats. That's it. It's a hat. I already have plenty of those. All right. You know what, Harbeck? Well, I don't think he does enough damage though. I was gonna say give him the finishing blow, but it's not enough. Take that. Crystal. Sure, give me that crystal. What can I learn? A thief skill or something? Thunder? A treasure hunter? Sure. I think treasure hunter is like a passive, I think. You gotta replace one of the other passives though to use it, however. There you go. Nina, you will finish off the other night. It's very fitting, isn't it? Unless she parries or dodges. Oh yeah! Okay. Lay down your sword. Resist us not, and your life will yet be spared. It's funny, you notice that the guest characters, they woke up, you know, at the end of the battle. You know what's going on? They're just never useful. Like in the story, they're like, aha, we're on equal level as Ramza, but no, in every battle they just die. Because I never give them any equipment. And just let them be destroyed. They're just unreliable, you know? I feel like every player knows this, like, you'd rather have control over the characters rather than let them run around. You never know what they're gonna do. Anyway, I'm no more than chattel. Chattel? Is this chattel? I'm no more than chattel to you, am I? So have my head and be done with it. Do you truly hold us to be so foul? Do it, Ramza. She fights as a corpse. Let her become one for true. She's a foe and a traitor, an enemy of House Beoulve. The world has no place for such wretches. Her claim to life is forfeit. Spare her now, and you place your seal on the wards of your own deaths. It's her or us, Ramza. Strike her down. Try as I might, Ramza. I cannot think this woman is our enemy. Have you lost your wits? This woman is no more chattel than you or I. You would turn against our cause, Delita. I don't expect it as much. You deny me even the mercy of an honorable death. A pox on you and your pity. As long as you bear the name Beowulf, you ever remain an enemy to me. You do well to remember that. And she walks off. Delita, what have we done? Yeah, he was gonna say, a pox on your pity indeed. There goes, high seat of Galleon. Over here, back in the castle. The Bill of Mance. Mance? Mance. I don't know what Mance means. I mean, I assume, you know, the surrounding area, the land, mansion maybe. Is that short for mansion? I don't know. No, I won't go. Release me. Uh-oh. Kidnapped. Be quick about it. You're hurting me. Let go. Zaubag. Time to cut our losses. Amma, are you unhurt? Yes, I'm fine, but Tetra... Yes, I know. Lord Brother! Worry not, I'm fine. Abba, are you alright? They did not harm me, but you're bleeding badly. In no fever dream would I have thought the Brigands so bold to strike us here. They must have come from me. 5 among our guard are slain, and Tetra is taken. Find them. Search every dead end Dovekit if you must. Dovekit. A lot of words I don't really... I mean, it really is translated to really old English. Dovekit? What's a Dovekit? I don't know. Anyway. I mean, like dove? Like an actual like dove? You mean the bird, you know? Like a bird's nest? Anyway. Please, brother, you mustn't speak. Bloody rebels. Rebel scum. Dice dark. Someone, anyone. Oh. You know? I did say that, you know, there might some people sympathetic to the Brigands. At the same time, though, they do cause some trouble. So... Anyway, save, for one. Always save. A million save slots. Anything to do? Anything you should do? I could learn some abilities. Probably a good idea. There's some knight stuff, right? No? Still not enough JP, actually. You know, I did say I was gonna learn. I should have learned stuff on the knight class, but doesn't get enough. Okay, well, we'll just move on. Let's see, random encounter? No, okay, good. What are we gonna do now? Well, I guess we go back to the castle. So actually, is there anything here? Oh, nothing there, okay. I just want to make sure, because it was like a blue node, if there's anything to buy or anything, but no. I'm told you handle your duties most efficiently. Leave the cleanup work in our brother's capable hands, and take a well-earned rest. You've done well. Fear not for me. My wounds are not as grave as they might seem. But brother, what of Tetra? Zalbog would lead a full-scale assault on the brigade as soon as their garrison is found. But the enemy is routed. Less than a score of their number remain. Their leader yet eludes us, but time grows short for wide-graph foes. And for Tetra as well, you will leave her to her fate. I have taken measures to ensure Tetra's well-being. The attack waits upon her safe return, such time as that may require. Tetra is as a sister to me. I would never turn my back on her. Think matters through, Delita. Where would you even go? You must calm yourself. Calm myself? My only sister is taken by cutthroats. You would have me calm. I would have you obey reason. We know not where to begin. The search now will be fruitless. Fruitless? You speak of my sister's life. You heard my lord brother. He said he would not abandon her. There's little we can do. Lita, I cannot breathe. Literally choking me to death. Forgive me, Ramza. Are you alright? I'll be fine. I not believe a word of that fairy tale if I were you. You call my brother a liar. I do. I will not go out of my way to rescue some common maid. What did you say? You said he'd be a fool to hold back an army for fear of spilling a few drops of your common blood. As I thought. Stop this, Delita. Release me. Damn you, Ramza, release me! As I've always said, common blood, common man. You'll never be more than you were born, Delita. Okay. You know, it's funny, we rescued him and everything. He was like, you're so great. Also, you know, peasants. Disgusting peasants. I'm gonna be honest, I remember this guy. I remember not liking this guy because he's kind of an asshole. He starts out like, hey everybody, I'm your best friend. Thanks for saving me. Let's go. And then he just turns into an asshole. I don't know. You don't belong in our world. You don't belong in this world. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. You ought be licking our boots with the rest of your ilk, churl. That does it. Enough, Delita, and you as well, Argaf. Open your eyes, Ramza. Delita's not one of us. It isn't proper that you should mix with such as he is. Surely you see that. Delita's my friend, and a dear one. We've been as brothers all our lives. If that blinds you from the truth. You're a man grown, Ramza. It's time you left the playthings of your boyhood behind. You're a son of House Beoulve, a birth high even among the highborn. Such company ill suits you. I'm just reminded of Castlevania. What did he say? What did Simon Belmont say? He said like, mankind ill needs a savior such as you, or something like that. Anyway, your brothers see this, I'm sure, even if you choose not to. Not everyone of high birth is as ill-bred as you. I'll trust to Ramza's judgment. Be gone from my sight, and do not think to return. Your words cut deep, Ramza. Are we not friends? Remove yourself. I'll not ask again. The Brigade, or Brigade? Brigade, I keep saying Brigand. Well, they are Brigands, a brigade of Brigands. The Brigade makes its base at Zykedon. Your little brother told me himself. You've no hope of breaching the fortress from the fore. The defenses are too strong. A rear assault is your only chance. Best of luck, my soft-hearted friend. You'll need it. Be gone. Be gone. Asshole. So smug. Yes, I have nobility. I'm so much better than you. Yes. Is what he sounds like. Anything to buy? Buy a blind knife. Do I want a blind knife? Does this knife have no eyes? Nothing new here. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Nothing new there. Okay, nothing especially new. Just double checking. Okay, it's just the same. I keep pressing the wrong button sometimes. Alright, so we're good to go after that cutscene. There's some tensions, you know, between the lowborn and the highborn in our party. I assume Argaf is not in our party anymore. Well, good riddance, I guess. He's just there as me shit anyway. But, you know, the castle has been raided, Tetra's kidnapped. We gotta go save her, I guess, ourselves, maybe. We're told by a brother to not do anything, but obviously we're not gonna do that, and we're gonna be most likely baited. You know, I feel like we're being baited by Argaf, but we'll do it ourselves, I assume. Cutscene.
It's beautiful, isn't it? Do you think Tetra might be watching this same sunset?
Don't worry, Delita. I'm sure she is well.
Something's been bothering me, Ramza, for some time now.
Argath's words trouble you. Am I not right?
There are things beyond the power of our changing, Ramza. Try though we might.
Do not say that. If a thing can be endeavored, it
Will endeavor grant me an army? I would save Tetra with these hands, if aught were in my power to do. But I cannot. 'Tis my meager lot in this life.
Tetra, by the way. I kept saying that wrong.
Ramza. When your father showed us how to make a whistle of a blade of grass.
Alright. I still don't know how I feel about these cutscenes. I remember that scene actually in the original. I think it's because they're big hands. Why do they have such big hands? I don't know. I guess they're trying to like make it look like the sprites on the overall. But again, when I think of the sprites, they're just like, you know, they're not the real versions of them. The real version should have like normal proportions. I feel like. I remember it, you know. At least there's like art of the characters and the art of the, at least. What I remember anyway, like official art of the characters and everything. Oh, not this. Here, just check here. And they look just normal, you know. They look mostly normal, a little bit stylized even, but mostly like, you know, they have like a serious design, if that makes any sense. But in the cutscenes here, they kind of look a little cutesy, even though it's not supposed to be a cutesy story. It's ironically the opposite of a cutesy story. I don't know. It's weird. I might take inspiration from the GBA version. I don't know. What does that mean? I'll just go. Okay. Actually, can I? What I should probably do is buy some more potions. Even though, well, I have 15 of them anyway. But I'll buy even more. I don't care. Buy even more Phoenix Downs. That's like 1,000. Sure, I don't care. Why not? We're gonna need them, you know. But yeah, I remember. I don't know. I remember the game. I don't know what the cutscenes look. They look like a little chipified. It reminds me of. I believe I never played it, but there's a remake of Final Fantasy VI. That's kind of like that, you know. The character, like, it's supposed to be a serious story, but then when you look at the character designs, they look like little silly cartoon characters. I don't know. It's weird. Such a whiplash, you know, of what they look like and what the story is actually about. Anyway, but I guess we're gonna move on. There's a few things we're gonna do though. There's like 3 nodes, I guess. This is the actual fortress where we need to find Tetra, was it? Tetra. And then Saver. First, we gotta go through the plateau, these wind flats, and finally the fortress. I guess we'll do that.